Good afternoon, dear students. So let me continue the session. Last session was about what are the contents that we study in social science. That is division of social science. The first division we discussed about history. Let me just recapitulate what we have learned in the last session. That is history. We learned about history. What is history? In a simple statement, it is a study of past events. The different categories of different centuries, so it's depending upon the age, BC and AD. We divide the history into three major divisions: ancient history, modern medieval history, and modern history. So in the last class we discussed about these elements of social science. Today let us discuss about the second division is called as political science. Political science is in a what is political science? So political science comprises of many contents or many elements which connects with the administration and the structure of state. So in your primary classes, in your early years, we used to call political science as civics. Civics is renamed as political science now. So today let me just, in a nutshell, let me explain about what exactly the contents of political science. That is, political science describes about or explains about the state administration. That is, how did it originate and where is the origin of these state administration and how the state administration is formed or structure of state administration or in other sense the composition of state administration. So if I just turn the pages of history, we can see the glimpse of Indian administration. So when man started civilized life, he formed himself under one leader. That is, leadership came into existence, and the leader whom everybody accepted, they obeyed him, and he started to follow the set of rules and regulations. That is the origin of the state administration, we can say. So, in as the time went on, they brought number of changes in forming the rules and regulations or law and order. Why the law and order was established? Why law and order was introduced? Only thing man want to have achieve his goals, aims, and aspirations, as well as he want to live a happy life in this society and a safe life. So that is a major intention of forming rules, and a set of laws were formed by these leaders, and that became the founding stone for the administrative system in the early times. And today it is a part and parcel of our political life, we can say, social life and political life too. So in political science, we also discuss about the forms of government. There are a number of forms of government. Generally speaking, if you see in the modern days, we have more popular form of government, that is democracy. India, soon after her independence, she adopted the best form of government, that is democracy. Let me ask you one question, children, that is very simple. What is democracy? Democracy, if I say this question, if I just posture or if I post this question to you, one or two in your class or one or two girl, definitely they will answer, Miss, it is form of government by the people, of the people and for the people. So it is necessary that you have to know the meaning of democracy. Democracy simply means rule of people. It has derived from two words, demo and Crescia. Demo means people, Crescia means power. So, in the simple sense, if anybody asks you what is democracy, it simply means rule of people. but it was defined for the first time by the late American President Abraham Lincoln. He defines democracy in this manner. It's a form of government by the people, of the people, and for the people. So, this is the most popular form of democracy that in the world many of the countries have been adopted. And India is the largest democratic country in the world, we can say. Then, other than democracy, we have military democracy, we have dictatorship, we have monarchy, we have presidential rule. These are forms of government that is existed even to this day in this universe. And we learn about how these different form of government is formed. The structure of each different type of government has been studied under a science which is called as political science. Next, we have the power and functions of bureaucrats. To frame government, we need a group of people who are ruling us, and we call that as bureaucrats. The officers who are in charge, the people who are in charge to frame the rules and regulation of the country. So we understand what are the powers and their functions and the limitations of these bureaucrats. And we also learn about citizen, what are the duties and rights of citizens, like fundamental rights and duties. And you know very well about constitution. That is, constitution is a fundamental law of the land. We learn many the organs of the government, like legislature, executive, and judiciary. Um, and we also learn about a body which is called as parliament, which is comprises of two houses, upper house and lower house. So these are I think these are the few examples I have mentioned on the board, that is what exactly political science involves. So political science has a broad sense, or it has a broader meaning. But as you are in high school section, you have to know the elements which have already you have learnt. In ninth standard, if I just have a focus on ninth standard of political science, you have learnt about the forms of government, or you have learned the levels of government. At the grassroots level, you know that is local self-government, where Jilla Panchayat, Taluk Panchayat and the village Panchayat is working very efficiently to execute the rules and regulations of the land. And at the state you have state level government, and in the center, at the apex, we have the central government. So the whole country is under the control of central government. The head of the central government is normally president, and he is supported by prime minister, who is chosen by the people. And we have the political party system, where the party form the government, where they introduce new rules and regulations for the development of the country, for the well-being of the people. So these are the very brief explanation about political science. This year, if I just tell you what exactly you are going to study in 10th standard under political science, we study more about India and Indian relationship with other countries. Indian foreign policy is extremely unique because it has adopted a very unique principle called non-alignment principle. What is this non-alignment principle? It is nothing but be neutral, not to join any of the power blocks. This I'll explain in detail when I come to that lesson, that is India's foreign policy and who is the architect of Indian foreign policy. Next, India's relationship with many countries of the world like Russia, China, Pakistan, Bangladesh, then America, and many more countries. It's absolutely necessary that no country is self-sufficient. It has to depend on other countries. So, what are the principles that we adopted to maintain a good relationship with other countries? And coming on to the second part of political science, the second book, we learn about world institution, that is UN. UNO has a greater challenge to establish world peace in world peace. So India is giving her complete support to help the UNO to execute its objectives or to reach out her goal. So what is the position, what is the role of India in supporting UN? And you also learn about global problems and how India is tackling, how it is supporting to eradicate these global problems like human rights. You also have the status of women in the world, and we also have economic inequality in in the world, because the world has been divided into two major divisions: developed countries and undeveloped countries. That has developed a vast gap between the developed countries and the underdeveloping countries. So how India is maintaining a very cordial relationship between the developed countries and the underdeveloping countries. All these are the few things that it is a highlight of 10th standard political science. I'll just give you one small exercise that you have to write down how many states we have and its capital city. In the next class, I'll just, means you can just send the answer through WhatsApp. And next class, we discuss about what is sociology, what is economics, and what are the importance of these division in political science, why we have to, sorry, in social science, and we can um, why we have to learn these division of social science in next classes. Thank you.